I encourage you all to look around now at your peers. Look at who is here and who is not. Black students, Asian students, Latino students, biracial students. We all came together and mobilized. We begged this university to hold the BDH accountable. We begged this university to hear our stories about how racism, sexism, and a whole host of other problems prevail at this university and prevent us from being safe, from being at peace, from being whole, and from being well. They invite us to meetings in the president's office, at the faculty club. They say they listen. They say they hear us. They do nothing.
And the problem is that everyone wants to, when you have the conversation, say, well, I'm not racist. But this isn't about you, and it's not about one person. We're all very different. We are all separate people. And this goes for people of all minorities. But often people see us in one homogenous view. And so if that's what they're going to see, then they have to see us united. And they have to see us as other humans, other people. And so when something happens to one black person, you know that that could have happened to you. And that this is not a thing when we talk about racism of pointing a finger. It's wanting people to know that there are problems. And that the problems are important to us and they're real to us.
It said that this moment in time, that this social activism is not just for a picture on Instagram, it's not just for a campus story, but this is real life for people. However, I would challenge us all that it doesn't end today, that upon us making the campus story, that our satisfaction doesn't end, that our appeasement doesn't end at just seeing one another to the left and right of us, that we use this moment, that we use this time, that we use the privilege of Brown University, that we use our peers, our brothers and our sisters, to help evoke change in a land that is dark and barren. And so I ask and challenge us to let us keep striving, let us keep struggling, and let us keep climbing towards a promised land of a nation that is more fair, more free, and more just for all the people who are outside here and those who don't have the comfortability and access to be by the Van Winkle gates of Brown University.
I've only been at Brown for, at this point, a couple of months. It's only November, and already here, I've had more than enough experience to show me that structural racism and institutional racism not only exists here, but it's actually living here and thriving every single day. Within my first, I think it was in my second month at Brown, I was skateboarding in a parking lot in the OMAC. It's probably about the furthest reaches of campuses that you can be at, probably the least disruptive spot. And I had the police called on me by Brown University employees twice. The second time, I was stopped on the street by 3 Brown University police officers who demanded to see my ID, yelled at me, embarrassed me in front of a number of other students who walked by and watched me. So after this happening, I had a number of meetings with administration and people within the Brown University police who say that, like, oh, we're listening, we're here to hear what students have to say, and if you speak to the administration, change is going to come. Well, obviously I did that, nothing happened.
I don't even know. I just feel like my identity has always been questioned. And in doing so, and in being in these academic environments, my parents have spent all our fucking money on sending me to schools to get this fucking education. This whitewashed education. And I'm out here, and I'm doing it, and like, you see me, we're all out here. Like, we're trying to put value on our lives and our experiences with these degrees. And like, whether you're black, white, or whatever, any marginalized person is out here struggling because your identity is in opposition to the environment that places value on your experience.
My name is Justice Gaines. My pronouns are Z, them, Zir, so though some people don't act like they are. I'm here because I'm tired. I'm tired partly because I'm depressed, partly because I'm sick, and certainly because I don't understand why it takes black people's trauma continuously before we get a response. We should not have to be in pain every single day and continuously telling you that we are in pain for you to do something. I don't get how we can be at an institution that prides itself on academic freedom and learning and being an elite institution that's leading the pack when y'all are too foolish to even look at your own arguments and see how bullshit they are and how they're hurting students of color.
Yes.
Are you kidding me?
Like, I think about 2 weeks ago, during Halloween weekend, someone chose to come to New Pembroke 3 and scrawl nigger in black Sharpie on the wall in my dorm. And I've heard of numerous times when black RPLs have been targeted by the same students that they help and support each day. And I just thought, oh wow, that's not gonna happen to me. Like, I'm nice to these kids, but there was the word nigger scrawled on the wall. And when I was telling some of my white friends, they were so surprised to hear that things like this happen all the time. They were so surprised to hear me when I told them last year a lot of my friends had the word nigger scrawled in red ketchup all over their walls in their dorms. And they don't hear about any of these things because they have the privilege of not having to experience it every single day. I'm tired of feeling like I don't belong on the campus that I paid, that I worked hard to get to. I'm tired of having to write 500 papers and still have to bear the burden of racism every single day.